Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the reaction log. Whoa. We got a special spicy one here for you. And this is actually a bit of a serious one, so a lot of adjectives here. I'm learning a new piece. It's called Sonata Giacosa, I believe, as I'm not pronouncing that right, I'm sorry. Not pronouncing my music correctly will be my downfall, I know. Don't leave a comment about it. And I'm starting with just the first movement. There's a competition at the school that I go to in the spring, and I'm going to compete in it. With a lot of music you've heard, but I would like for this piece to also be one of the pieces that I compete with. So I'm learning it now. I have plenty of time. I have like the first page of it solid or so. Start I don't know, I can't play any of it, and it's pretty unlike anything I've ever played. I've never really played Spanish rep like that before. It's been a lot of Bach, it's been a lot of like early classical stuff like Soar, and the big, more modern piece that I've learned is the Morel Sonatina, and that's very unlike the Rodrigo, so it's gonna take some time. I can't play it yet, but I thought that we could do some field research just to hear how it should be played by the best, and I heard from my teacher that Marcin has a recording of it. So let's head on down over to Marcin's page and see what we got. Marcin, almost 2 million subscribers, bro, for 48 videos. Wow. Dude, that's what being Marcin gets you right there, huh? I should have been Marcin when I grew up. Shoot. You gotta love his guitar face photos, too. They're just so epic, aren't they? Yeah, that's weird. I'm not seeing Rodrigo here. Oh, you know what? I think he might have meant Marcin Dylla or Dylla. I don't know how to say his name. Sorry. I don't know how to say anything. It's gonna be my downfall. I know. I'm sorry. I'll learn how to play the music, but I won't learn how to say anything though. And this is also his performance at the GFA. So that's kind of interesting. This is gonna be a high stakes, professional performance, I assume, by one of the best guitarists, according to a lot of people. I've reacted to the GFAs before, so I'm in familiar territory. By the way, GFAs, if you want me to host the next one, let me know. I'll do it. I'll email my professors and say I can't go to school for a week. Gotta do the GFAs, sorry. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I am a classical guitarist here on YouTube. And what does it mean to be a classical guitarist? It means that you never actually grow up. You just find an excuse to play guitar all day, like the excuse can be going to university when you're 27. That's weird, right? It can be... You can think of a number of reasons to play guitar, but you do that every single day, and you stay a kid forever, and it's awesome, and you have ice cream for dinner, and you don't have parents anymore, so they can't stop you, and that's it. Oh yeah, you throw fits in public, that's part of it, and also, in a world where pop music exists, that's like super sensational and super entertaining, and it's a 2.5-minute song, and it's not too long, and you just are locked in the whole time, you expect, in a world like that, for people to listen to your boring 15-minute sonata, and if they don't, there's something wrong with them, and really there's something wrong with you, because what is that, a 15-minute sonata? You thought that was a good career move? Oh my god. Alright, sorry, moving on. Hey Marcin, what you got for us, man? It's quiet. Okay, alright, so nice tempo. Let me hear how he's accenting those scales. Wow. Those scales are crystal clear, too. You could really hear the subdivisions in there. Whoa, okay, so actually, not a perfect performance. Dang, that might have lost him the GFA right there. I feel like it's so high stakes at the GFA. Once you make a mistake like that, it's just like, I'm not winning. You just have to play through the rest of your music now. That's rough. Performing under these high stakes circumstances is so, like, inhuman. It makes you feel like an insect. I love this part so much. It reminds me of like some romantic piano concerto. It reminds me of Rachmaninoff, honestly. It's so beautiful. Wait, how did he do that part? Because that part's been stumping me too. Because there's this whole build up to that. I've been doing it like that, but it's written as... where you have to just play the chord in 16th notes. But like, try that back at home. Just go bop, 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 bop with all 4 fingers. It's really hard. So what I've found, it seems like a lot of people do this when they go into it. They just rest stroke the high note. Just like that kind of thing. What did he do? I think he did something similar. He might have involved his thumb in there, but I don't think he played all 4 of those notes. He did a little IM there. Oh, he does it for that one too. Dude, I can't wait to shred that part. I already looked at it a little bit. Oh. I barely practiced it. Get over it. In like a month, I'm gonna have the entire first movement memorized. I know I will, because it's not very hard to memorize. It's not like Bach with like insane counterpoint. It's a lot of just scales and weird chords. So it won't take long. But yeah, that part's gonna be cool. Yeah, so stuff that I'm really looking at when I'm learning this, and I feel like something I never really focused on, just because, I don't know, I didn't know better. Like, I'm a more experienced guitarist than I ever have been right now. But really focusing on the subdivision and accenting the strong beats, and making that really clear throughout the whole piece. And I honestly think that's what separates, like, just somebody playing the notes versus somebody who understands the music. What's the difference between playing a measure of 3/4 versus playing enough notes to fill a measure of 3/4, but without making it known to the audience that we're in 3/4. For example, like that little scale passage. And then going into this, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, strong. So I'm always falling da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Versus that to me is just like, just playing the notes, right? It might be subtle and hard to hear, but I'm starting from the very beginning with this one, being really clear about the time signature. And I don't know, I think it's going to lead to a more nuanced performance. And it's nice because I'm hearing that stuff in his playing, and I feel like that's something I wouldn't have noticed and been able to articulate as well, like a couple of years ago. But I still would have heard the difference, like in nuance. Because you can tell when something is nuanced, even if you don't understand the nuance, you can just tell. It's like eating a fine meal versus a bag of chips. You don't have to go to culinary school to know the difference. But, alright, yeah. God, could you just hold it? It's a 3-minute piece. This is the GFAs too. What professor was that? Show yourself in the comment section. This looks really hard. Alright, so we have some repeated material. I don't think I've ever listened to this all the way through. I'm kind of bad about that. That's why I have this YouTube channel, so I actually do it. Little fun fact about me, I learned the entire Morel Sonatina never having listened to it, except for the third movement. I watched one YouTube video of somebody playing the third movement, and I was like, okay, this is pretty sick. And I learned the whole thing, never listening to it. Not for any reason, other than I just didn't. I don't know. I was too busy listening to MCR or something. I'm glad we're getting a lot of mileage out of that A major scale. It sucks to have to practice something so much and you only play it once. Yeah, oh man, that is the way. Like, making those subdivisions really clear. That's what I think makes my old rep so, like, unrefined, at least compared to, like, how I play newer stuff now. Because I had no regard for that. It was just about playing the notes, and I'd want to play them, like, kind of loud and make them clear. But it really obscures the pulse when you do that. He nailed it that time, heck yeah. Dude, heck yeah. Do it again, yeah. Wow, I don't have a whole lot to say. I'm just kind of listening to it. Yeah, it's encouraging. It's inspiring to hear this. It makes me excited to learn the rest of it. I'm gonna go hard on this week. Ooh. Dude, heck yeah. Freaking killed it right there. I wonder how long ago that was. How long ago was that? For the 2005 GFA. Whoa, dude. He was playing like that in 2005? I was 7 at that age. I couldn't do anything like that. I think this is the best interpretation of the piece on YouTube, despite the few mistakes. Everybody heard it. Those mistakes were glaring. What an embarrassment. Fantastic player, but who was coughing? I think we all know who that was. Okay. Yeah, you know who you are. I just don't understand why there's somebody always coughing at these types of concerts. Honestly, guys, I don't mean to get political here on Sore Hands, but I think the mindset that we all had, like especially, like I live in America, so I can only speak for this, but the mindset we had about sickness before COVID happened, when we got sick in America, I feel like you were just encouraged to power through it. Like if you could physically get out of bed and go to your job or school, you were encouraged to do that. And then during 2020, like all the way up to around like now, and I think like maybe honestly like a couple of years ago, like between 2020 and 2024, everyone who was sick just freaking stayed home. And I feel like I never got sick during that time. And now I'm starting to notice people are just feeling more and more comfortable like showing up, especially like now that I'm going to university. People might just show up and they're like sick, or they'll show up wearing a mask. Like if you're sick, just stay home. I don't want to get sick. It's horrible. It's not as bad anymore, but man, I remember in my undergrad, like especially in 2018 or so, I was getting sick like every month, especially because I was singing in a choir for my school at the time. Everybody just showed up sick. You just show up sick and then you sing. It was just normal. It was crazy. The thought of that now is crazy, and I'm so glad it's not like that now. Dude, I know it's the GFAs, it's a special event, but if you're sick, just freaking stay home. And you ruined the video, too, with your coughing. Like, if you can't physically stop yourself from coughing between 3-minute songs, get out of there. What's wrong with you? Why are you there forcing everybody to hear your cough in the middle of a 3-minute freaking song? Marcin's been working on that piece for years, probably, to play it like that, just so you could show up and cough. You're an asshole. Alright, and this guy won how many competitions? And then somebody took that kind of personally. Much more than you in your best dreams. Was he saying it like in a rude way? Like, how many competitions has this fool won? It's like you're literally hearing him in a competition. I don't know if he won or not, but he did kill it. Dude, what nice playing. Would be even better if he could play at the correct frets. Okay, so Popey is actually, he's kind of a hater. Popey 58, I assume he's an old man. Just talking crap on Marcin. Like one of the best ever. Dude, that's crazy. Also, what the heck? 106,000 views and only 29 comments? That's very bizarre. I wonder if they delete a lot of them or something. Nice playing would be even better if you could play the correct frets. I'm actually kind of glad I saw that, because people like to make fun of my crappy playing too. And yeah, there's just no pleasing anybody. Alright, well, that was some good field research for this one. I feel pretty prepared for finishing that one up now. Yeah, all that stuff is coming along real well. I'm real happy with my progress on guitar, and it's nice to finally get into some new rep. I know my most successful videos are the big, like, reaction Jacob Collier, Rick Beato. But these are nice too, just to kind of get me inspired to practice today. Alright, let's go ahead and wrap this one up. Hey, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. And if it is the October of 2025, there is a 15% store-wide sale on Rootin's Delight. I'm actually wearing it all right now. Same as the last video. Boom! There's other ones too. My favorite one is the loot one. Let me actually get it really quick. I had to fish these out of the dirty clothes, but it's the same thing, embroidered loot. Dude, show up to your university wearing these things, and you will get all the respect in the world, I promise you. Store-wide, 15% off. And of course, if you're not interested in goods or services and just want to give me money, there's Patreon and member section. But I would do Rootin's Delight, at least get some stuff. I have pretty cheap stuff on there, like the stickers. Like the stickers there too. And yeah, and you know, thanks for watching, I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.